Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment as the Tennessee Titans make yet another impressive move during the 2019 NFL free agency period as they trade for quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Thank you, General Manager Jonathan Robinson, for securing who, to me, is the best backup quarterback in the league. As a starter, he is pretty much an average quarterback, maybe a little bit below average, but still better than the doldrums of society, better than the Blake Bortles of the world, better than Joe Flacco, and he is our backup quarterback. Thank you, John Robinson. The playoffs should now be absolutely certain for this football team. Now, I say should be because things can go wrong and we still have some holes to fill. But our biggest problem has been, especially last season, the health of Marcus Mariota. When he went down, we had no chance in Week 17 against the Indianapolis Colts. But with Ryan Tannehill, if Mariota goes down, we still have a chance to win the game, and a pretty damn good chance, because although I do like Marcus Mariota more than Ryan Tannehill, and I'll scream that from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the valley, the difference between the two, honestly, it's not that large. I'll give you that. Right, because as I said, Ryan Tannehill is about an average starting quarterback, pretty much below average. Mariota is not much better than that. He hasn't proven to be much better than that. Now, from what I see on the field, in terms of my evaluation of Mariota as a talent, in terms of him reading the field and the things he does on a week-to-week basis, I know he's better. But in terms of the tangible difference, in terms of productivity, there's not much of a difference. So we're getting a great deal here, and I cannot believe the details of this trade. I cannot believe this. So these are the details of the trade. Miami gets a 2020 fourth round pick and a seventh round pick in 2019. The Titans get Ryan Tannehill and a sixth round pick from the Dolphins in 2019. So this is like an equal trade. I mean, yes, the Dolphins get that fourth round 2020, but a fourth round 2020 is pretty damn close to a sixth round 2019 pick to me. Am I the only one that thinks that way? So I just don't understand. I guess they just wanted to dump the salary, but the thing is, here's the other thing. Ryan Tannehill has now restructured his deal to now only being a 1-year, $7 million deal with the Tennessee Titans with incentives that could get it up to $12 million if he plays and he probably gets to the playoffs and things like that. So the Titans got a hell of a deal here. I mean, I can't believe this. Joe Flacco got traded for more than this, and Ryan Tannehill is better than Joe Flacco. I mean, point blank period to me. I mean, without a doubt to me. I don't think it's very close. Ryan Tannehill, you look at the weapons he's had in Miami. I mean, there are guys that are no longer in the league, or are barely in the league, or no longer starting. You look at guys like Mike Wallace, Devontae Parker still can't find a consistent role, Leonte Carew, Frank Gore was there, Kenyon Drake. I mean, it's just a lot of guys. I don't think he's had much talent in Miami, and still they made the playoffs, went like 10-6 or 11-5, made the playoffs, and then he got injured, right, and then they weren't able to win that playoff game against the Steelers. I'm a big Ryan Tannehill fan. I'm not the biggest fan, but you're talking about him being the backup quarterback for our football team. People, this is what we needed. And make no doubt about it, he was going to be the backup to me. Now, perhaps when we hear the press conference, John Robinson's going to come out and he's going to say we're going to have a quarterback competition. I really don't think we're going to hear that, people. I would be quite shocked. I think the deal is, and I absolutely agree with this, Marcus Mariota is our starter. With this one final year in his contract, he is our starter. If he gets injured again, we're pretty much probably going to be done with him. It's sad, but it's probably true. And we can probably resign Ryan Tannehill for a 1-year deal and then let him be the transitional guy to the next guy. Or if Tannehill just balls out, I think he could. I'm not going to go down this road yet, but I think he could still prove to be a franchise quarterback in this league. I think he could. I give him that chance, that possibility. So I think we're getting a hell of a deal here. This is the best backup quarterback in the league, and I don't want to hear about it. I mean, I really don't. I think this is the best backup quarterback in the league. You look at our team now, it's pretty much damn near complete. Now, we still have some holes to fill. Okay, today the Titans released right guard Josh Klein after extending him only last summer. summer. So right guard is now a huge spot. That is where we look and we say there is no definitive star there whatsoever. We need to fill that spot. I know we signed Cameron Wake, but we definitely still need an edge rusher. I still want one more wide receiver if we can get one, because I don't trust Taywan Turley in the short or long term. And we could also use a center, upgrade over Ben Jones. We could still use some things. But now we know if Mariota goes down, and that's been our biggest concern, we are set with Ryan Tannehill at the quarterback position, the best backup quarterback in the league. Maybe Tyrod Taylor's better. I can understand that. Maybe Teddy Bridgewater, but we haven't seen Bridgewater really play, right? So I really think he's the best backup quarterback in the league right now. I think we're getting a hell of a deal here. We gave up nothing. We're getting him on a restructured deal. This team should make the playoffs, and if they can come together, and there's work to do, and I want to see them put in that work, if they can really come together and they can have a strong draft class, I might start to use the SB word, the Super Bowl word. I might start to use it, right? Not BS, but SB. And I might start to use that phrase, that terminology, because just having him in place here, I think is just huge. For this football team, I'm in love with this. Ryan Tannehill as a backup quarterback for this football team. I'm all for this. Thank you, John Robinson. You see, don't you see how happy everyone is when we actually spend money, when we actually make moves? I don't want to hear again that, no, shut up because we're not making moves. No, we need to make moves, and we're all happy. Don't you see how everyone's happy when we actually move forward to going out of the 9-7 realm, where we're actually being aggressive, we're actually going all in? We're all for this. We all love this. Thank you, John Robinson, for this. Let's make a couple more free agency moves and let's head towards the 2019 NFL Draft. So, welcome to the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill, what are your thoughts on this trade? Comment down below. I want to know. And by the way, let's discuss this for the Miami Dolphins just a little bit, right? I'm sure there's Dolphins fans that are watching this. For you, look, it's all in on Dwayne Haskins, Kyler Murray, or Drew Lock, or maybe Daniel Jones if you really love him. Now, I'm evaluating Drew Lock right now, and not many people believe this way, and that's fine. I might have Locke over Haskins, honestly. And I expect Locke to be there whenever you guys are selecting, but you need to trade to make sure that you get one, because you don't want to be sitting there at number, I want to say 13 you guys are selecting, and then no one's there, and then you're screwed, right? So to me, go to the top 10, select one of them, and that has to be your guy, because you cannot start Jake Rudock or Luke Falk next year. I understand where you guys are moving on from Ryan Tannehill. That's fine to me. He's put in enough time here. He's been a little injury prone himself, so I get it. He's pretty much what Mariota's been, although I think Mariota's been better for us. So I understand where you guys are, but you're gonna have to secure that next guy, because right now the cupboard's bare. All right, so I'd go out, I'd sign like Ryan Fitzpatrick or something like that. That way you have someone on the roster that can start in case of emergency, or at least that can transition to the next guy. And you absolutely must draft either Drew Lock or Dwayne Haskins, or if Kyler Murray falls past number 1, you must draft one of those 3 guys, or you will be absolutely screwed this year. And you'll tank, and that's great. If you want to tank for next year, you want to tank for Tua Tagovailoa, that's fine, okay? But just have a plan in place for that next guy, because now you got nothing. The cupboard is more bare than ever in Miami, the quarterback position, and that's saying something. But thank you for Ryan Tannehill. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.